It's time for ignition and straight up automobile pimping.
Dude, where's my car?
Dudes and dudettes, welcome back to another installment of the Dude, Where's My Car podcast. I am your host, Tom. I have my lovely work husband with me, Mr. Tony Hong. Brother, how are you?
I am fabulous.
Yeah, how you doing today? You had a good day?
Big day of meetings.
Yeah, you're in the city today.
I was finally out of the workshop in the city.
Yeah, I know. I thought you were getting a new job.
I thought about it when I was actually out there.
You know what? I'm sick of the old man yelling at me today.
It was quiet without him today.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Stem my foot back in. Oh, bro, fucking yapping. And off he goes again.
Yeah, I completely agree. Love you, old man Frank. Tony, I'm pretty excited today. Are you excited for today?
Hella excited.
Yeah, why would that be?
We got someone real special sitting between us here today.
We do have someone very special sitting in between us today. Some would call her, I guess, a pocket-sized ball of fun.
Oh, shit.
I would call her the queen of the wardrobe change. I have witnessed this girl in action in the automotive car scene for probably a few years now, but most notably, definitely in the past year and a half, 2 years. She is probably one of the most incredible and most notable people. Let's give her some notoriety in the world of cars. A lot of people would recognise her from Jamboree, World Time Attack, Winter Nationals, Hot Imports Night, definitely. She always seems to be around the track. She's been in the automotive scene for, probably well and truly over 10 years. And I'm talking on truly at a professional level here, whether it be in-house, corporate, and on the event stage. She is one of the most incredible women. I'd call her a hustler to some degree. She brings boys' dreams to life to some degree. She's certainly bringing Tony and I's dream to life today by being on this podcast. I'm talking about no one else other than Katherine Lamaree. How you going, girl?
I'm good. Hey.
How did you like that intro?
I do. I love that.
There was a little bit more to it, but I thought, fuck it, you know what? It's like, no one's here to listen to me today. They're here to listen to you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How are you? Good?
I'm great.
I won't lie. I'm so fucking happy you're here. I know you're here for something much bigger. I know you're here for GTR Festival and whatnot, but I know we hit you up fucking months ago being like, when are you going to come down to Sydney? And all I could think was, the only time I'm going to see this girl is World Time Attack. And I went, no. As soon as you announced that you were coming, I was like,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I go to Sydney 3 or 4 times a year.
yeah.
So it's not just World Time Attack.
Yeah, of course, naturally. Do you like coming down here?
I do. Sometimes. Depends on where I'm situated.
Yeah, what's the deal where you're situated? I'm not going to reveal that, obviously.
Well, no, I'm always out at Parramatta.
Yeah.
Because I want to be close to Eastern Creek, but I don't want to be at Eastern Creek because I want to be able to go to the shops and go shopping.
Parramatta, Westfield.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's been a while since I've been out there.
But it's been a mission. I'd stayed in the city once and I was like, never again.
It is.
It's way too far.
From if you're doing something out Eastern Creek or, to be honest, even Homebush, that can be a slog and a half. You would know this. Not only up until a few years ago, getting from Central train station to get to Homebush was a 2-train ride because you'd have to stop and swap at some, I forget which station it is, but you catch the main train out to something just past Strathfield and then you have to get on a mini train to make it all the way out to Homebush. It was a fucking headache.
I vaguely remember this with Soundwave.
Yeah, you Soundwave. You're a metalhead.
Kind of.
Yeah, fuck yeah. No, I am. Actually, you are too, you weirdo.
I know.
I'm everything, but I went to Soundwave in 2016.
2016. Is that the last one they did?
I think so. It was with Linkin Park and Metallica.
Yeah, fucking rest in peace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, that would have been the show for the ages. Last time we went to Soundwave, I would have been straight out of high school. This is fucking years ago. Actually, no, I was in high school.
Yeah, what about?
I was not a good looking bloke then, nor am I now.
Oh, that was when you had the sexy long hair.
No. This is before. I was in a military school. Don't forget. So I was pretty humble back then. I didn't know anything. I had no style. But when I went
Still
to that,
don't.
absolutely don't. Absolutely don't. A lot of people would agree. I got so burnt, like sunburnt. The most sunburnt I've ever been in my entire life was at Soundwave. It was like an Egyptian themed fucking costume dress up or whatever it was. I'll never forget. It was the first time I saw A Day to Remember, Enter Shikari, all these fucking solid bands, 4 Years Strong, like amazing bands. And when I went there, I came back and I'm talking like I couldn't sit down. I couldn't wear clothes. I was that burnt, like red as the devil's dick. I was in the medical center for 2 days straight because I couldn't go to class because I couldn't put my school uniform on. That's how burnt I was.
Did you learn your lesson?
Absolutely. Holy shit. I hand on heart, never been that burnt before in my entire life. It's not a joke. Cancer cancels, stay safe. So,
Stay safe, even at the racetrack.
yes. Speaking of, that's another terrible place that I seem to
Always get burnt at.
Yep. Yeah. But sorry, back to you.
Yeah.
This is about you, not about me. Katherine, we like to do a little bit of a deep dive on our guests before we start talking absolute smack on
Okay.
this podcast, before we get into the events and what you do now and sort of what brought you to be here. But like growing up, where are you from? Who are you? Like, what do you do? Like, tell us the whole story. Like, who are you?
Who am I? So how I became to be a part of the car scene stemmed from an early desire to wanting to be a car model. I was a teenager and really, really wanted to be one. Got shamed for it by my friends. They're like, ew, why do you want to do that for? Look at me now.
Seriously. Seriously. Yeah, the most influential car model in the country. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't take compliments well.
Yeah. Come on.
So then I decided to work in dealership. I actually had moved out of home. So people who don't know my backstory, I had a really rough upbringing. So I experienced domestic violence, physical, verbal, left home at 16, emancipated my parents, and then somehow managed to get a rental under the age of 18.
Yep.
And was working at a dealership, and then I found myself going into the cycle of abuse. So I actually had a really rough relationship. And while working at the car dealership, I made friends in the car scene, and that was my escape. Yeah. And then I left him. Thank goodness for that. He did, like, I will say, trigger warning for anyone out there, he did almost kill me. So
Wait, what do you mean?
So he had stabbed me. He smashed my head against a bench.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah. And I got taken away by the ambulance. So it's a lot.
I want to respectfully not move past, but move past that bit. But
Yeah.
that sounds heavy.
It's a lot, yeah. But yes, he borderline almost killed me.
You're right?
Yeah, I'm fine now, but I struggle with CPTSD
Yeah, for sure.
a lot. And I'm always a continuous person in fighting the good fight when it comes to domestic violence. So I did actually march in that rally just recently.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No, I saw you posting about it. I know.
Oh, yeah.
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 I mean, it's a good agenda regardless. So, yeah, I'm for it.
Yeah, absolutely. But cars was my escape, and that's kind of led me into, I guess I reminded myself of my teenage dream. And that's what kind of pushed me further into what I wanted to do and what I wanted to love doing. Yeah.
What, like,
It was like a light in a dark place.
out of curiosity, it's one thing to be like a car model or love that whole entire scene, and you've got to drive for it. What, like, did it start because, like, you saw this car, for example, like a Nissan GTR 34? Like, was it that did it
was
for
like
you?
an idol that you had kept looking up to as a kid.
Yeah.
And you're like,
It was
I
a bit
want
of-
to do better.
It was a combination. So I fell in love with Jessica Bessiaga. Now, any of the old school Hot Fours, I
I'm
guess.
bringing her up on the TV.
Yes,
People
please.
won't know
Jessica
that.
Balenciaga is an absolute legend. I fell in love with her in her import model days.
Yeah.
And always wanted to be like her. And then obviously with the culture around like Fast and the Furious movies when they first had been released, got them on DVD and
Yeah.
adored them.
On repeat, man.
Yeah. And then when I was in my late teens, I was watching a lot of the people on Thursday night doing manies. Then I fell in love with an R32.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it drive by and I was like, I love that.
Yeah.
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 And
Well,
then just saw myself on like car sales, like looking at all the cars. And then I found a Supra and I was like, oh, that's really cool.
what age is this? Sorry.
16, 17.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So I suppose that's quite a similar story to sort of Tony and I in terms of like how we sort of loved it. Tony seems to be like this inner child who was around Auto Salon from the beginning, but like,
So Auto Salon baby.
oh, he's an
Yeah.
auto. He was the baby in the fucking car in Auto Salon. He was just like,
Yeah.
you
Were you
sit
sitting on a sub or something?
Oh, I was. You know, you must
stay here.
You know that Fusion truck that had all
Yeah.
the subwoofers in the back? I was like the little kid that sat in that, and then everyone was taking photos, like flashes going off. And then it was only until the other day I was scrolling through. I was like, oh, Auto Salon, Sex Spec. Yeah, I was looking through all like the articles, and then I found a baby. I was scrolling through. I don't know if you ever saw, but like Osmond's orange WRX Ute.
Oh my gosh.
That I saw that, and I was like, I remember this car. Scrolling through, and I was like, oh, there's this Asian boy taking a photo in that photo, and I was like, okay, cool. Scrolling, I was like, hang on a second, that looks like me. So I scrolled back up. Oh shit, that's myself in a magazine photo. And then I was like sending to the mum and dad's like, yeah, they've got that same exact photo as well.
Oh wow. That's really cool. I want to see like the baby photo though.
Yeah.
Like the baby.
In the future, I'll find that.
Yes,
I'll
we
find
need to
that and
see
I'll put it back
this.
Yeah.
up there.
We need to
Throw
see
it up on this. When we bring it up.
I'll try and get it up. I'll find it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. But that's okay. So that makes a little bit more sense. But did that sort of then lead into like what was your first car?
Audi A4.
Really?
Manual.
Ooh.
Respect.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a B6 manual.
Wow.
Went and got it from Sydney actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Are you sure that's a dodgy deal? We're coming down here dealing with the
only
devil in Sydney.
Yeah, it was 10 grand. I had a friend come with me, check it out, and it was all right. And then I had it for a very long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Modded it?
Nah,
No.
too broke for that. Teenage runaway, man. With a useless boyfriend.
I had to
I
ask.
had no money for car parts.
I had to ask. You never know. You might have been hustling, doing whatever you want. You could have been fucking selling Mentos for all I know to sell for an
No
exhaust.
comment.
You never know. But to be fair, Audi first car,
Yeah,
fast.
did the job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I moved on to an Audi A1. I fell in love with Audis for some deranged reason. It was like also like another abusive relationship with cars. The first one,
embarrassing.
the first one burnt oil, and then the other one burnt coolant. It was just not burnt coolant; it was leaking into the inlet manifold, and it was just nasty.
Yeah, and now the smoke's turning a different colour, and I don't understand.
No, I did understand. I just dropped it off a dealership and was like, "There's nothing wrong with this thing." Saying. Topped it up with coolant. It would go into limp mode every time it hit boost.
Yeah.
So I just was like, just be
Real
gentle. Dropped it to the dealership and said, "See ya, done." And then got a 370. Then converted to Japanese cars, and
Then
it was a lot.
370.
Yeah,
All right. Explain to me how that transition happened.
I literally was just like, I've had enough of European cars. I'm done.
Say it how it is. That's
Yeah, I was, nah.
Okay. Why the 370?
I wanted something that was a two-seater.
Okay.
Plainly because I really want to make a bold statement that I don't want children.
Yeah, fair. No, I hear you.
I wanted the pressure off me because I was approaching 30, and what better statement than a two-seater car?
I don't know if that says something about me. I've had two-seater cars almost my entire life. Literally, utes after utes after Miatas, after everything. There's 2-seaters. Wow, you might be onto something here.
I'm onto
I
something.
never thought of that.
Do you want to know how I thought of that? Do you want to know how I thought of that? Was the reason why I had these cars, the 2-seaters, is because I didn't want to be, especially growing up in my teens, I didn't want to be that guy who had more seats and we all get in your car and you drive somewhere.
I also like that.
Yeah, can you pick me up and do this? Also, try not to succumb to peer pressure of fucking drink driving and then you fucking take me somewhere and do it. I hated that. So I was like, fuck that shit. No way.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now you're onto something.
I'm onto something, especially with us women. It's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
no babies for me.
378. Tony, fuck. The whole fucking 350, 370 era for us, we're trying to find like a little group car right now, and they seem to be the car,
The lingering car.
the lingering car that we are probably going to end up getting. What attracts you to that 370 other than it being a 2-seater? Because it's a fucking sexy vehicle.
I actually preferred the shape of the 370 over the 350.
Yeah.
Yep.
But just the engine itself. So it's V6.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really get that these days.
That's true. That's true. They sound hot
They
as well
sound
with an
good,
exhaust.
except you got to get the right exhaust, otherwise they sound like a trumpet.
Alrighty, now we've just opened up another bag of can of worms. What exhaust?
I don't know, but there's one near my street, and I just no, just whatever you've done, stop it. It's
Straight pipe all
insulting.
the way through.
I'll have to ask and find out, but it sounded awful.
Yeah. But was yours cat back, full engine back, nothing,
No.
stock?
Stop.
Love it.
I don't have the time.
Yeah, that's why
I'm
you
full
pay,
of excuses.
you
but-
pay Tony to do it. You don't.
Yeah, I would love to pay someone else to do it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
370 black, white,
No, gunmetal.
gunmetal grey.
OG colour.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it gunmetal, and then I actually had it wrapped for 3 years.
What colour?
It is called Red Black Iridescent. It is a KPMF wrap.
So
Do you have a photo with this?
That's like
Yeah.
a super dark one?
Yeah.
Like a super, like a blood red with the
Yeah.
metallic in it?
Yeah.
Look at this boy.
I've been looking through my wraps.
It's a gorgeous colour.
Yeah. Why do you know what that is?
I just probably went through every single brand and every single colour that you could pick.
Have you heard how long it took to get this guy to wrap his fucking orange car that you just got out of? Oh my God.
And you went with orange?
It's his favourite colour.
Yeah, okay. But, okay, so if it's your favourite colour, why did it take so long?
So I wanted to wrap the car from my first car.
Yeah.
I never decided. I couldn't justify because old man hates wraps. He's an old school, paint's the only way to go.
I have been converted, but yes.
Yeah, so his paint is all the way to go. Just like what Autosalon, Maguire's, all the big shows, everyone's paint. Like you say when you wrap the car, people are like, So
Brother,
yeah, essentially.
I do feel that way now that I have removed the wrap
Yeah.
or in process of it, yeah.
So yeah, he was against it.
What do you mean?
So essentially I had someone run into the car and then I tried to claim it on insurance and it's not matching the place, like the words. The place on the Sunshine Coast actually didn't stock the colour.
Oh no.
And then insurance are like, that's not our problem. Nah. So it was getting old. It started to get, the only way I can describe it is it's like rap cancer. That
wouldn't
sounds
know.
heavy, but it's like disintegrated from the Australian sun.
Yeah, of course. And,
Yeah.
and you live in a wonderful part of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from being out in the sun, it's definitely taken its toll.
On the coast too?
Yeah.
Sun and coast. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that will destroy a car normally anyway, as it is, but
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. It started off in little spots and it's, yeah. But that was 3-4 years. So
That's pretty good.
yeah, it's pretty good.
How long is a wrap meant to last?
Up to
2?
5.
What?
Yeah, up to 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Good brands. Yeah.
I might have reconsidered my thought to paint the car.
But you've got to obviously keep it garaged and
There's a
like
lot of
sun
maintenance.
exposure. Yeah.
It's a cheaper option.
I can leave it in here, right?
I'll auction my car on the spot.
We'll take turns.
Okay.
370. So you still got it.
Yep.
No other car other than that right now?
No.
No?
I am looking at buying a drift car.
I'm so for this. you have actually one of the most
You could just
best drift cars ever.
Yeah, but it's auto. I
We
know.
can change that. No disrespect. I mean, autos today.
I drive it everywhere, so
Yeah.
it's like
it's the daily.
Yeah, it is the daily. So why would I sit in traffic and get a really huge left leg?
Actually, that I would love to know what is the car scene and like the car market around like your entire area, not just where you live, but like speak respectively for the entire district, like the whole Sunshine Coast.
There's actually surprisingly a big Japanese JDM scene.
Yeah.
And then they have a really big classic car scene. So there's a place out at Palmwoods called Rick's, and they tend to, like, it's a pub sort of atmosphere. It's nice. And they have a lot of meetups there.
Yep.
They have a big classic car meet called Coolio Rocks On. And then Caloundra also do the same thing. And then Brisbane, you have Downshift.
Yeah, of course.
Which is where a lot of my ground routes started.
Yeah, of course. I want to touch into that in a little bit. Would you say, I mean, arguably speaking, would you say it's easy to pick up like a $7,000 Nissan 350Z, for example, that you wanted to turn into a drift car and start doing drifting?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I wouldn't say 7,000. I'd probably go in excess of 10, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's actually quite healthy. I find that interesting. Just only due to populace, right? Like here, there's people in excess of 10,000 trying to sell them, and we're looking at them being like, we want to get them for a drift car. The exact same reason that you want to buy a drift car. What would you get?
Probably an S13.
Solid.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did find one that I was looking at, but I won't give it away just in case I don't end up buying it.
Yeah. No, of course not.
But I'm looking potentially an S13.
Have you? I mean, you've obviously sat in millions of different cars. Why not S14, S15, S?
Price.
Yeah, that is
Have
very
you
true.
seen the cost of that?
What's the price of an S13 nowadays for a drift car?
I think I was looking at one for, what was it, 23? It was around the 20s.
Around the 20.
Fuck me dead. It's so different.
I mean, it could be less, but
It could be less considering they were like $5,000.
Oh, God, yeah.
Time. Like they were nothing.
inflation for Japanese cars is insane. Now that like the younger generation, they've all converted to what? European cars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It is.
Pretty much.
Well, but in reality, what do you have on offer in the Japanese market that's like new and cheap?
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah.
New and cheap, there's
86.
There's nothing there. 86. BLZ's even more now.
I don't hate
But they're
them.
the same thing. Like,
I don't hate them,
I don't like them.
but I don't hate them.
Yeah, I don't hate them, but I wouldn't buy one.
I engine swap them for days, but yeah. One of the best performance handling cars. If you engine swap it as well, it's fucking one of the best track cars ever.
Yeah, you love your good old 86s.
That's only because I drive it, but like, I can't speak from experience, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Bias.
Yeah, it's very biased, very, very biased. If you were to get into drifting, how, like, I think I asked you this before, there's no tracks where you are, right?
Yeah, you'd have to go to Willowbank. Oh, like Ipswich.
So what are you willing to do? Go down there for a week and just fucking punish it every single day for training and just get out there?
No comment.
I just want to know the next time that we see you, you're going to be on the big screen. She's your next minute
Drifting around.
drifter.
I would say I do training, but no comment.
I was going to dive before that. Why drifting though? It's
I've always been in love with it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've always had a soft spot for it.
Why?
I don't ask my brain that.
The soft spot's there.
Yeah, I'm just curious because, like, I mean, it is kind of like one thing that, like, you show cars, I'm into circuit, I'm into drift, I'm into drags or whatever. Like, you kind of get the opportunity to see it all.
Yeah, I do. Now that I think about it, I've always had a soft spot for it, and I think when I used to go out cruising with a couple of guys, they'd attempt to do it in the mountain ranges. So, yeah, I think that's where that love probably stems from.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
I did a little work trip out your way, and forgive me, I'm not going to know the roads off by heart or anything like that. But when I went to the Sunshine Coast, I got out of the airport, I got in this taxi, and I went up this beautiful mountain range. Like beautiful, like it was complete bush. So we've gone past the town, past the new hospital, or at the time it was new a few years ago. And we've gone up, and I'm driving up, and then I looked over to my left.
You mean like the old Nambour Hospital?
All I knew is there was a brand new hospital. It was like everything. I mean, a lot of things in Sunshine Coast I feel like were up and coming, and there was brand new buildings being built left, right and centre, right? Mm-hmm. But as I've gone up, I'm going out to some random back end town. I don't know where, but it's about a 2-hour drive from the airport, and I had to go up this gigantic mountain. And it was something truly out of a fairy tale, because when we started going up and we almost made it to the plateau, I looked out to my left, and it is just this beautiful rolling hill. Like it's completely bushland, so it's just tall trees, but because you're at the top of the plateau, you're looking down, and then there's like these cliffs all through the water. And I just remember looking at that thinking, holy fuck, the Sunshine Coast is arguably one of the nicest, most beautifulest places in Australia. It blew me away. I went to some random back end town to film some random property show with this guy, and it's the only thing that stuck with me, because I was like, that's what made the trip worth it.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to think of it.
It's north. You had to go north a little bit and then go up this mountain. It was fucking beautiful. But it makes me think of drifting, because it was like all these windy turns and getting up, something out of a movie.
Yeah, I mean, we've got two, like from Brisbane way, there's like two key like spots, like Nebo.
Yeah.
That kind of very similar. Like there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like it's just like trees and...
Yeah, no cop trouble. And,
yeah. Yeah. Oh, I mean, there is cop trouble. You just got to know the right cop.
All right, we'll contact you when we're going up there.
I'm not throwing anyone under the bus.
But drifting, I'd say, is a really cool scene. Like, I saw Monica from Follow the Girls, like posting all her stuff and then doing like the drift girl things that are happening here. Did you guys... You kill it in every single aspect. Like, obviously, you've got fucking What's-Her-Face in V8 supercars. You've got fucking... people are doing stuff in every genre of cars. You girls fucking nail it in drifting. It's unbelievable. Like, you show up and you fucking beat everyone.
You reckon?
I do. Absolutely. I'm waiting to see what happens at World Time Attack this year for the drifting. I was like,
I saw there's two international drifters coming through.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm also just like slight shout out to Eleanor, who will be in World Time Attack itself. So, and she is killing it.
Yeah, applause, please, Dan.
Eleanor saw.
You were 5 minutes late on that one.
Go. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, go Eleanor. Eleanor Terry. She drives.
That's even worse.
Got it now.
Yeah, there you go. We'll have to edit that in.
We can't front and back.
No, you kill it. I think it's such a cool space to be in, and certainly a space that's growing, like across the board, especially in this country, I think.
Yeah, I think we are definitely starting to come to the forefront and actually come through.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you'll be number one in next year.
Don't give me pressure. I like excelling, but man.
Dude, we'll support you. We don't care. We'll be there like cheering on, just like, yes. As you go past the corner, Tony and I are staring there with tens, just like, I'm in my bikini.
I've had Matty Hill harass me. Well, not in a bad way. Like, he's just like, when are you drifting? When are you drifting? When are you doing it?
Time must be your enemy, eh?
It is.
You're a hustler.
Yeah, I don't have enough time.
Yeah, I believe you, mate. You seem to be, like, your foot is, so to speak, on the gas pedal.
Constantly.
All the time.
Yeah, constantly. I'm doing something.
Yeah, like, mate, how did that start? Like, how did you just decide to go, I'm going to do this, this, and this is how my life is now every single week? Like, how?
I actually have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no answer to it. I just do. I don't know whether it's a combination of ADHD and just not being able to sit still.
It helps.
And the desire to just want to live my best life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I got rid of my car dealership job just so I could enjoy every day of the week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're kind of a nerd at heart, and you took that nerd accountancy lifestyle from the car scene and brought it into this flourishing, like boots on the ground
Yeah.
vibrancy which you bring to the car scene, which you really do. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Like, I've watched you in action on so many different levels. Like, from before I even met you, I saw you around, and then I think I met you because of Benny.
It would have either been Benny or... Oh my gosh, I'm the worst friend. Why is his name not coming to the forefront?
15?
Yes.
Dexter.
Thank you.
Dexter, yeah.
I wanted to say Jax, but that's so not it.
Some other guy.
I have much apologies, Dexter, because he has always been nice to me.
He is fucking awesome, dude. But I like, before I even met you, watching your energy and what you bring to a show, regardless of the show or what genre it is, like you come center stage and you command that space unlike anyone else. And like, I don't know if you call them competition or whatever, but like, in terms of what the other people are doing who are trying to do what you do, you're like pulling levers that no one's pulling, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like,
right.
the way you behave, the way you interact, the energy you bring is commanding and is dominating. And I fucking love it. I feel like you have this mongrel in you. It might be it honestly might have something to do with you living in Queensland, because you guys are a bunch of fucking mongrels up there. But I love it. I love that tenacity that you bring.
I think it's just my refusal to not be seen. People would say it's attention seeking, but like, in the job that I'm in, I have to command attention.
That's true.
So, like, I'm not going to get a gig if I'm not commanding attention.
I know, but you've been at this for years now, man. Yeah. Like,
You're the star at it.
Tell me from the start, from the very first show you did.
Okay.
What was that like?
The very first show I did was at Lakeside, and it was just a photographer friend of mine. And I got photos with cars. I was nervous.
I bet.
You would have.
Oh, man, I've never seen the photos.
Wait, actually?
Wait, did you
I've
not
never
want to see
seen
it?
them. I really don't want to see them now.
Don't send it.
It'd be like Insta versus reality. And not on the photographer's behalf, just it would be actually a good insight to see how far I've come. And then I actually went into the competition sort of era that doesn't exist anymore, but there was Miss V8 Supercars, Miss Indy, and I actually cried before I went on stage. I actually didn't end up on stage. I cried that much.
Just stage fright.
So terrified.
Yeah.
Terrified.
Frozen.
Yeah. And then I reattempted another audition at another pub, because that's where they were. Classic.
Yeah, love it. That's Aussie. That's Australia.
Yeah. And I invited all my friends, every single one I could think of. It was at my local pub that I used to like. I went to high school, it was across the road. And I invited everyone I could possibly think of. I was like, there's no way I can't win this thing, because everyone in this place is screaming the house down. Got crowd favourite, so. And I was still nervous at doing that. And every time I did that, it got better and better and better. Mm-hmm. I mean, a few sneaky alcohol beverages before you go on stage helps.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a must.
Little Bundy rum. Fucking brother.
But it just took little bit by little bit of confidence.
Yeah.
Every single time. And then I just unleashed my full self, my unapologetically, what you see is what you get. Mm-hmm. I think I was too caught up in thinking about what other people thought of me.
For sure. Yeah.
And the moment I stopped giving a fuck, life changed.
Yeah. The world opened up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's advice for everyone out there. Stop caring about what other people think.
Just do your thing and smash it through.
Hell yeah.
But
hell yeah.
I'd combine that with your work ethic though too, because I feel like you're very like, I know you're out there, but technically you're like your head's down working just.
I'm always conspiring.
That's the word. There you go.
I'm always conspiring. I just think of like if I like something, I'm like, how the hell can I make money out of this?
Yep.
Yes.
Fuck, you're at the right table. You're at the fucking correct table.
It's like everyone goes on about like, you know, if you find there's something that you love and you make money out of it, you'll never work a day in your life. Mm-hmm. If I love it, make money out of it. Mm-hmm. So everything from merch to Polaroids to the other platform to how I can monetize externally from that other platform, from selling socks to I'm just saying, selling socks to everything from there.
You got to do what you got to do. I don't care. I don't judge. I don't give a fuck.
But, you know, that's money that I can generate.
Absolutely.
So.
Fuck, I'm half considering it. So. Someone
it is a hustle.
It is.
And the thing I've learned with all of that is your relationship with people. Mm-hmm. So if you can converse with people.
Which seems to come naturally to you.
Yes. I love banter.
You don't have a problem having a yarn.
No, love a good bant.
Yeah. Again, I don't know if that just comes naturally just being an Aussie, just where you're from, or if that is just a personality trait that's who you are.
Yeah.
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 So just to grant people like a little bit of perspective here on the timeline, how old were you when you did that first event?
19.
Fuck. So like
straight into it,
and then to now, like that's over a decade ago, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. So what you said to us just then, is that the exact same thing you tell that little girl yourself?
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Stop caring about what other people think. Sorry.
No, you can swear.
No.
No.
I would say stop caring about what people think earlier.
Yeah, okay.
A lot earlier.
It kind of gets rid of that sort of ego and that sort of, not that I think you're big-headed or saying that you were, but like it also gets rid of the big-headed vibes as well.
Yeah. Oh, it just tore me down.
Yeah.
Like, and I see it in other people now. And I'm like, you are amazing. See yourself for being amazing. Mm. And that's something that I try to, I guess, ingrain, is that the right word? Into younger women coming up in the scene too.
For sure.
Yeah.
That spell sort of speaks volumes in terms of what you've done because it's evident in what you've done. Mm. You've had the opportunity and you clearly, I don't know what the best word for this is, but you've been like hired again and again and again and again for all these different shows. Like I know there's no doubt some effort from you. You're out there pitching yourself and doing that. But I mean, like people are noticing you and being like, can you do my show?
It's because I don't take no for an answer. And it is the hard work and behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like I didn't get to where I didn't get to where I was without asking.
Yeah.
Like I actually asked the marketing managers. I was like, I really want to work at this event. And like I looked at all the sponsors for the event and I emailed every single marketing manager.
Smart.
Yeah. I was like, I want to be here. Do you need a promo girl? Do you need a promo girl? Do you need a promo girl?
Man, I've been telling ProSpeed that for fucking years.
But when I see, I just looked, I think there was particularly one year which kind of launched myself. It was Power Cruise and I really wanted to go to Power Cruise that year. Yeah. And I emailed Nuala.
Yep.
And shout out to Chris Dorr for giving me a chance.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah. Chris Dorr, legend, absolute legend.
Yep.
Gave me the chance and I've worked with him a couple of times and now we catch up at World Time Attack for our yearly catch up and it's great.
So now the real question is, which one's your favourite event?
Oh.
She can't say. I know she can't say.
Nah, I can. It's easy. Take a guess.
Well,
okay,
dude.
What's your guess?
World Time Attack definitely stands out like no tomorrow. You know what I think it is? I think it depends on the vibe. Like the vibe, the scene that you're attracting offers a different experience. Being at World Time Attack, I don't know about you, but I was a little girl last year at World Time Attack with the amount of celebrities and everything going on. I was dancing up and down in my little high school outfit.
Yeah. It offers everything.
It's the big stage here in Australia.
Oh my God.
Everyone is there, all the cast internationally.
International, you've got, Time Attack, drifting, show and shine, all the traders, all the celebrities, like car royalty.
Oh yeah.
And then I don't know if anyone knows this, but the after parties are mint. There's nothing like going to like the pub after and having a drink with everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Do you think there's definitely something to be said about being there or being at that after party or whatever? Do you think being in that room grants you more opportunity or the opportunity to then go work overseas? I don't even know if you want to work overseas.
I so want to work overseas, and I'm working on it.
Yeah?
I'm working on it.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
Might be someone listening in this podcast who might be like,
Yo, I want to work in the USA. Only because the crowds, I'm doing a bit of a segue, but the USA crowds are so much more interactive than the male crowds here. Please, Australian guys, step up your game.
tell them how it is right now. Tell them, otherwise they're not going to do it.
It's just
Because the male crowd is listening.
Going on stage, there was a distinct moment at Jamboree, and I was on stage in a bikini, and everyone's just sitting there with their arms folded quiet. I'm like, do you know how daunting this is? Can you at least give us a woo, something?
I can understand why maybe in today's age,
I know they're scared, but
right now.
Look, I know that they're scared, but we are putting on a show.
Agreed.
If you're doing that to a girl passing by.
Yeah, different story.
Different story, but we're upstage in a bikini. You don't have to shout derogatory things. You can just woo.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Well, now you tell them.
Please do the woo. But yeah, I think the after parties are actually key in just introducing yourself.
Yep.
It's a networking thing.
It is.
Yep. Anyone can take notes from me, by the way. I'm not going to gatekeep anything, but networking. Networking, introducing yourself, making an impression. And it's not about being the most beautiful girl or, no, it's how you hold yourself. You want this, you're willing to work for it, you're willing to just do the hard yards at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure. What about, because the crowd scene in America is, I agree with you, it's like a whole different spectrum.
You can't compare it.
You cannot compare it. You've seen obviously clickbait, Michael's over there right now with his car, Hinchy's there.
Kyle.
Yeah, you got Kyle. You got so many people there right now who, and fucking good on them as well. Fucking hats off to you for fucking going out there in the burnout scene and fucking having a crack. That scene alone at that burnout event that just happened, you could probably tell me better than me, how different would that be an experience
Oh, it'd be so much better.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it'd be so hard. I don't want to go.
Yeah, they probably don't want to come back while they're over there.
I've never, please don't judge me, but I'm not the kind of burnout girly. Not my thing, but
you want to be there.
It was LS Fest, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Fest.
Yeah. I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to, the atmosphere just makes me want to be a part of it, get amongst it.
Yeah. It is on a whole, I don't want to sit here and blame population. I just want to be.
It's crowd interaction, man.
Yeah, I agree.
It's crowd interaction.
I fully agree. You know what? One thing that I think would be really, I don't even know how to do this, but the one thing that I remember from World Time Attack last year when we were all there is no doubt the crowd. It tells you something when people are willing to spend more than $120 to be at that event. Shows you that A, they love cars and cars aren't dead, and B, the amount of people that it actually attracts. What took me away was earlier this year when we went to Rolls X Tuned, when they combined their events together. I cannot make this up. Within a certain time frame, there were more people at Sydney Motorsport Park for that event than there was at World Time Attack. And it was fucking unbelievable. And I look at events like that and I look at who might be talking to you and going you need to be here. I don't know. My guess is no one's telling you that. But from what I saw, the amount of, Tony and I will fucking tell you, we had our cars on display at that event. We walked from one side just to get to the other side took 25 minutes to get to then
Get to the underpass, under the track,
yeah.
which is like what, a 5 minute, normally 5 minute walk.
to then get all the way upstairs on the very top of the stadium amphitheater.
Yeah.
We looked out. I'll show you a fucking photo or a video. There was more people than I have ever seen at Sydney Motorsport Park in my entire life, not just in the stadium where we were sitting, across and on the grounds all the way over. I'm talking like the most people I've ever seen. Like it was impossible. It never happened before.
Is it like because it was a combination event though?
For sure. It helped for sure.
It had diversity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But there was energy there like
Yeah.
I'd never seen before. And I went, no one like you was there.
Because they don't hire.
I know. But
They don't want to spend the money.
I know, but fuck me dead. Like,
I
The
would
amount
have.
of money to be made there.
I would have gone if they want to pay the money.
I fully agree.
Yeah.
It's a business decision at the end of the day.
They don't want to hire, but the thing is that there's an increasing fear of sexism
For sure.
in doing it. And then there's also a little bit of greed on the side there. They just, they want the girls to do it for free. And that's an increasing problem.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Increasing. And it's like, like this is no diss to anyone, but this is a common thing I get. And it's like, you can swing by our shop, get a photo with do a full shoot with all the cars. And I was like, this is like a private thing. Okay, sure. My rates are XYZ for this how long?
Yeah.
Oh no, I thought you'd do it for free. I'm sorry, what? I'm gonna spend an hour and a half doing my hair and my makeup.
Yeah.
All the outfits that I buy, and I am the queen of the outfit change. Like, trust me, I will make sure that it is an outfit appropriate for the car.
Can attest to that.
Yeah. This is all coming out of my pocket. Mm-hmm. So what? You can't pay me? I know you're going to post it on your social media for advertising. Mm-hmm. Like this sounds so full of myself, but it's my time and it's insulting. Yeah. And then, and this is also a bit shade, but your car's, I'm like looking at you and I'm like, it's not you, I promise. But the car's not that special.
Yeah.
Like, it's not enough to make me go, I want to shoot with that. That's like, like out of the charts good, right? I have posed on a Porsche Group C race car. Mm-hmm. That is like...
That's...
Yeah.
Speaks for itself. It just speaks for itself.
I got to lay on that car.
Yeah.
Barefoot, because just so you know. Mm-hmm. So how are you going to top that? And I posed with a Ferrari 196 SP.
Yep.
So, like, tell me again why your car's so special that I'm going to do it for free. Because they paid me, both of them.
Yeah. Are they pitching the car to you and that's what is selling the dream, or is it the actual...
Yeah. They send me pictures of the car. They're like, oh, you really want to shoot with this? And I was like, oh, really?
I get the feeling you're not necessarily always speaking to a marketing professional, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just speaking with car people.
You're just speaking with car people.
Got tools in their heads.
I spoke earlier about car people.
Oh.
Yeah, but it just to me, it's something that I just want my time respected.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like for the most part, you do get that respect.
For the most part.
Yeah.
But I definitely get a lot of piss take. But the thing is, I'm only emphasizing this because other girls do it.
For sure.
Yeah. They get suckered into this. And I was like, I know there's room in that marketing budget for them to pay you, a few $100s.
Fucking oath. You seen what they pay on a car?
Exactly. Exactly.
You seen what they pay just for a chair to sit next to the car?
How much money they spend on fuel on a track day? And you can't pay your models.
so
There's a lot of money in cars. There's no doubt there is a lot of money in cars. Yeah. It's just, you know what it is because there's nothing normalized about it and there's not like a traditional format. So therefore people either are too dumb to work it out for themselves, so they just do it the way everyone else does it, or they're really greedy.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
True.
But at the same time, like I have to be on the front foot as well and be like, without this, we also can't help promote everyone at the same time. The event has to happen in the first place. We need people to work and people like to give up their time, obviously, to make it happen. But like it's time's worth where time's due. Like
Yeah. I think there's a difference between volunteering and then offering a professional service.
yeah.
And that there is a distinct too. There's an expectation when you hire a professional.
Yep. Mate, I do not disagree with you. Where you travel from, fuck, mate, I'd charge to the moon and back. NASA's going to be paying my bills, man. If I was like, I probably just wouldn't leave home.
Wait, what?
Just because, like, I just feel like you make such an effort where you have to come from just to make things happen. Like coming here this week, that's a lot of effort.
It's not.
I think it is.
No, it's not.
I genuinely think it is.
That's the hustle in her.
I know.
It's the norm for her. I just fly down, one weekend event, bang.
I love going distances in a car, for sure. Going home for me, 4.5 hour drive. Don't care. But getting all my stuff together, going from one state to the next, doing an event and doing that, like my heart goes out to you. Like that is effort.
I feel like you just get used to it. Like the first few times, it's like, oh my God, like this is overwhelming. And then you kind of just go, oh, here we go again.
Another event.
I'm like, I'll just throw everything in my suitcase. Okay. And then I kind of mastered, because I made like the lazy girl way of traveling. So I have like a separate makeup box, so I don't have to pack that. It's just ready. Done.
Fair.
Yeah. Just simple things like, just make it ready to go. Pick it up. See ya.
If there's one thing that really strikes me about, we've already brought it up and spoken about, the one thing that strikes me about you is no doubt your wardrobe change. You have been on a car, I swear to God. I was with you at one stage. It might have been Hot Imports night. I can't remember which event it was. You were with our car. I was talking to you. Photographer's doing this thing. We're doing like whatever. I turn around. I turn back. You're in a different outfit on a different car. Like that. It's almost like you had helpers come off. You know how people are on stage when they're doing the music dance or whatever and they rip the clothes off you and you're already in your next outfit like this? That's you. And I was like, how? How is this happening? How the fuck do you do it?
When you have minimal clothing, it makes it easier.
I get that. But we're talking like the bikini thing, I understand. But there are some major outfit changes sometimes that you do. It's different colours, different dresses, different skirts, different everything. And
I've got it pre-planned. Like, I'm like, you know, like in the lead up to Hot Import nights, I like did like a flat lay, girls will know, of all my outfits. And I was like, yes, I'm going to wear this. And then I'm going to wear this. And then I'll wear this. I was like, oh, that doesn't quite look good. I'll swap that shirt. And I was like, all right. So then I've got like this for this hour and this for this hour. And I'll have like my accessories and like little, I'm just breaking the place. And my accessories in a little Ziploc bag paired with everything that like each outfit. Heels, perfect, done, ready to go.
Mate, you could be so magical. You could have got like different coloured nails for all I know in that time. Like that's how different it is for me.
If someone can work that out, please let me know.
She just gets like mini foldable LED screens on her nails. Just. Ooh. Well, you can LED wrap a car, so I'm sure you could do it to your nails. Thanks, brother.
Oh, I want this.
Right,
it's a thing.
Someone make me LED nails, please.
I think we need to go to Japan.
Yes.
I don't know. What do you think? What's a standout for you and Katherine?
Right, her vibe at the event, it is non-stop. Like, you don't run out of energy. It's like at Hot Import night, the last one at the wharf.
Yeah.
I saw car after car, like here, there. And the vibe is always up there. And that cameraman, he's like, bang, bang, bang. And then you're in your poses, you're talking with this guy, you're talking with that guy. It just doesn't stop. I don't know how you guys feel, but after Hot Import nights, I was like, after the morning session, getting the cars ready, I was ready to go home and sleep. I was destroyed after the morning session. And then seeing you come around.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, non-stop energy.
Red Bull is definitely a savior. Caffeine in general.
You know I'm on that.
Yeah, Red Bull for breakfast.
Dude, this guy will have a cappuccino at 8 p.m. at night. I don't understand it. You guys are crazy.
You got to get through it, but yeah, my energy starts dying down halfway through the day.
Yeah, I'm the same. 2 p.m. You won't notice it, but I'll scull a Red Bull like it's a shot.
how we get through. Talking about that, then, is that like the challenges at an event or the struggles to go through? Being have to always be at like that 110%, 120%.
Oh yeah. I go into like hiding after. It's like, do not talk to, like, you can imagine like the little gremlin like sitting on a couch and my Woody just like, leave me be.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't talk to me, please.
Just spoken with 1,000 people.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak to anyone else.
I'm like, my brain is mush. I can't absorb. Please leave me alone.
Yeah.
I just want my what? Chili popcorn. Anyone know my Woody?
He calls me up fucking last night or the night before, whatever. He goes, what are you doing? Are you and Coles? And I was like, yeah, I'm buying my girlfriend chili popcorn and some dark chocolate because she needs it right now.
And at that point, I was like, chili popcorn? I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Because her brain was a little bit mush at that time. She needed a little pick-me-up. So I was like, okay, I'm on it. Don't worry about it.
Buy anything for your girl. I was just very curious what the chili popcorn was. I'll buy that next time when my girlfriend comes back.
Yeah, 100%.
That sounds amazing. Chili
Yeah.
popcorn.
Do you have that with the chocolate?
Yeah.
At the same time,
it'd be
right.
like a sweet and salty thing.
Ultimate combo. It's so good,
very
man.
tasty.
Although chili chocolate's always good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chili popcorn. Okay. That's in the books.
The one thing I've got to ask, because we kind of touched on it already, speaking about your brain going mush, your mindset is got to be like, I don't know if this is like the right thing to say,
Go for it.
but I feel like it's like a stonewall. Like your mindset, I feel like is so strong walking into these events and where you've come from at 19 to now and doing that hours upon hours upon hours and having conversation. Like, what are you actually thinking in your head when you do hot imports? Not like we just did before.
It's a job at the end of the day. So I let my like alter ego like come out a little bit more.
So
Obviously,
you're acting.
yeah, essentially a little bit. I wouldn't say it's fake. I'd just say it's like an exaggeration of
Dial it up 10%.
yeah, an exaggeration of myself. But like, don't get me wrong. Like, I definitely have my moments. I definitely have my moments, and anyone who knows me like quite well, I call it the hole. I sing it in the hole. You won't hear from me. Like, are you all right? I'm just in the hole. I'm recharging, I guess.
So what's your favorite bit? Like going off that then, what is your actual favorite bit? Don't say money because I know that's the obvious one. I know the money's nice.
Oh, no.
But like what's your favorite bit that you get to do every single time you get to step out on stage? Because the ground that you walk on is center stage. Every step that you make is not an actual physical stage. Literally every step you take towards a car, on the grass that you stand on, to the people that you speak to is center stage. Like, what's your favorite bit?
The social aspect.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You must have some fucking killer stories. I would love to know just some fucking bogan who said some just outlandish shit to you.
I surprisingly don't have many of those stories.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like, I've had some weird shit on the internet, don't get me wrong. And I've had a weird thing at a photo shoot, but that's not car related. Dude stripped off at the beach. I was posing.
I don't know
I
if we
should
can
probably
dive.
add some context.
Yeah, hang on. What beach was this? Yeah, hang on. What happened?
So I was doing a photo shoot, and I was doing an implied nude photo shoot at the beach at sunrise. Typical sort of thing you do.
Yeah.
And this guy walks past, and I think he was foreigner, and he just thought it was a nude beach because Europe and nudity is pretty hand in hand over there. Mm-hmm. And he just takes his pants off and walks off, and I'm like, this is an Australian beach. It's actually illegal, but I'll let him go.
You do your thing.
I was like,
Oh, so he didn't come over to you or anything?
no, he didn't come over, but he was very close, and he takes his pants off, and I was like, oh no.
Did he manage to get was he in the photo shoot at any point in time?
I don't know. But he could be in the background with his little butt cheeks.
You're there like doing your full thing. Next minute, photo bomb this dude and it's just white pale ass. It's just in the background.
It was tan.
Oh,
Sorry, he's European.
He's used to it.
Yes.
Yeah, he's obviously been doing it quite often.
Yes. From the beaches of Portugal.
Yeah. That's the vibe I got.
Yeah.
But no, I don't actually get that kind of behaviour all that often at car events.
Okay, that might be a little bit outlandish, but nothing funny happens.
Well, what would be funny?
No, I don't know. I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, there's got to be dumb shit. Like, you go to way more events than we do.
I mean, dumb shit happens with guys in cars, but like
Yeah.
that's expected.
That is expected.
With myself, I do dumb shit.
Go on.
I've actually was recalling a night that we had a fair few after drinks, and I didn't make it home till 5 a.m. The sun was rising, and I was in the cab, and I decided to spew my guts up. My favourite part was I like opened the door to like vomit because I'm in a cab, and I'm like, oh, I have a very clean me. Anyway, like we're stopped at lights. Anyway, he's like, no, don't throw it outside the car. And I was like, okay. And he hands me this giant, like, industrial-sized rice bag.
No way.
So I'm throwing up the rice bag. 5 a.m. in all my glory.
Oh, my God.
But I'm always known to be the partier.
You couldn't tell.
Oh, I don't know.
You couldn't tell, man.
I do love to pull a sneaky all-nighter.
Yeah. I don't think I don't want to sit here and say I'm too old, but I just don't have the constitution for it anymore. Although I do fucking love drinking. Drinking will ruin me for an event. Every time we go away to do something and we're there the day before, I might not make it to the event the next day just because I just can't really seem to keep it
Why
together.
would you peak too early?
That's a great question, Catherine.
After party. After
Yeah.
party.
He can't control himself.
I can't control myself. It's also not my fault. Everyone keeps buying me drinks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, for example, we did All Holden's Day. I got really fucked up the night before. We were like pretty much center stage of that event.
Yeah.
It was probably one of the first events Car Culture Australia actually we made ourselves known. Like we had full flags. We had every car was branded. Like it was a full thing. In the middle of the entire event, and I'm in the back of a Holden wagon, just complete.
I'm watching your staff just completely throw you under the bus here, by the way.
Was it the wagon or was it the ute? He was completely dead in the back of the ute.
You couldn't go to a bathroom and hide in a cubicle because the bathrooms had lines for days, so they were full, so I had no option there. All I could think of, because I couldn't really like see straight and everything, I had like a dark cloud over my head and a hoodie. So I was like, I don't really want to talk to anyone and I really don't want to accept any fucking award if we win one today. So Tony, you're up. And I hid, and the entire event, from morning 7 a.m. till about, when the fuck did we leave? 2, 3?
2, 3 o'clock.
2, 3, 4?
Yeah, whatever.
I was passed out inside this wagon. I missed
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
I missed the entire thing. So now I've got
Why'd you even show up?
Oh, we get there and he's telling me, you're doing everything today. I'm there half pissed on the camping chair as well. I'm there in the morning. We went to get there early to set up. I'm there all tucked away as well. Next thing is like, Tom's not getting out of that car today. They're doing everything.
Just go home, Tom.
I can't. My car's on display.
Plus what? This was 4 hours from Sydney.
Yeah, dude. We're like
Checked out
well
the
out west.
hotel.
Obviously Mount Panorama. This is like on the way out west to go towards that
Hawkesbury.
arena. Yeah, it's fucked.
I think I've been out that way.
I guarantee it. Like it's a great event. Well done.
Did you see it though?
No. Please invite us back.
I think they did. They sent it through this week. I saw it come through.
I saw the email come through this week.
Yeah.
Now, what have we learnt?
Let's send an extra night.
Yeah, we go up for 3 days. I get it all out on the first night.
Yeah.
Go semi-hard on the second night, and we'll be fine.
But look, it's not an uncommon occurrence. You're not alone in that factor.
Thank you.
Learning from experience.
There's a lot of I've seen a lot of things with
Yeah.
that kind of peaking too early.
Yeah.
especially with vendors. So you're all good.
Yeah, no doubt. Dude, if you're like, oh, you guys should come up, we've got this car show.
I'm getting a photo.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Fully asleep for hours.
Schnoozing.
If you were like, boys, girls, come up, like there's a big car event coming on, we need you here, be a fun event, whatever, I'd be like, this is a round trip to go get fucked up with you, your hubby, and everyone else up there, and we're gonna have a great time. I'll fucking completely miss the car event just because this is a special occasion. Let's get fucked up.
It's a happy celebration.
We like to party.
Yeah.
It is.
You guys are getting ready for work, like in the morning, it's like 6 a.m. I'm like, don't expect to wake me up. Fuck that shit.
You got to pull through.
I'm not good at it, mate. Like, I really am not. Like, no matter what substance I'm on, I am typically just not good the next day. I can't do it. I can't rally.
I'm just hearing excuses.
Never did I know I had a little girl sitting across the table from me. Little girl, yeah.
Sorry. Just two bulls. I'm sitting on the table with two bulls.
Yeah.
Just two headstrong. Two headstrong hustlers. Fuck me dead.
You just gotta
You've got to, you've just got to push through.
You should have pushed through.
Yeah, I guess.
You just get the Barocca,
Chalky milk.
chalky milk, banana. Banana's a good one.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
If you have a hangover, have a banana.
Yeah, and a shot. What now,
What's going on here?
oh, sorry, we've sent our staff into a bit of an array.
Why? What's happened? I need to I need to settle this.
What? You can speak, we can hear you.
I buy banana milk at home. He fucking kills me for it. I
A banana
fucking love
milk?
Banana milk.
Yeah, banana milk's top tier.
He wants to throw it in the bin every time.
Okay, I just had to settle this argument.
The only oat milk you can buy is chocolate milk. End of story.
Ew.
Brother, I need to program that into that thing.
No, I thought they had the video of us dancing butt naked from that night.
Excuse me?
Me and Jordan started dancing, coming back.
Naked?
I think we pulled our pants down, running back from the pub to the hotel room that night as well.
See, that sounds like fun.
I don't remember this.
It was raining, bro. I don't know why the pants came down.
It was raining, your pants are down, and you're running with another man naked.
Yeah, I think you joined in as well. There was 4 of us at that pub.
Fucking the sounds of it, yeah. As far as I knew, I was told I was the most fucked person there, so you better believe it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that video leaked out, which shouldn't have, but
Yeah.
glad it wasn't.
Can I actually? Yeah, actually, you've just led me on to something which I really do want to share.
Yeah, go on.
If that does get leaked, it's highly illegal.
What? What is?
You're talking about like the running around.
Yeah.
It's illegal. Like if someone leaks it, they are actually fully liable.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So if you release something of someone else naked,
Yeah, 100%. It's unconsensual.
Tony, I'm coming after you, bro.
It wasn't on my phone.
It's
Tell me about it. Tell me
unconsensual.
about
It's
it.
actually jailable offence. So you, it's state and federal. You can face up to 6 years in jail.
Shit.
Just
Fun
so you
fact
know.
of the day.
So if anyone wants to, do that, I've been really advocating for it at the moment. But yeah, if you release intimate images, whether it's your drunken night out or just something that you've been sent, and you share that in any way, shape,
You're
or form,
fucked.
it is actually illegal.
You better get a lawyer, son.
Just so you know.
Better get a good one.
I just want the girls and guys to know that because it does.
Well, you're not wrong because
Yeah.
it is a bit of a fuck space. There's a bit of,
It can be damaging, and I've actually copped that before. So
yeah.
The world we
100%.
live in today, everyone's got their phones out and just fucking the dumbest shit you see the people sharing around.
Can I tell you something? I'm going to take this into a sexual realm
Do
now,
it.
into,
gosh.
into the world of sex. I feel like you are a little bit comfortable speaking on this.
hell
but
yeah.
I fucking heard the wildest shit the other day. The wildest fucking shit. Like, I don't know if you've heard of a podcast, but it's this fucking blonde chick who runs it over in America, and she's, I forget what it's called.
Call Me Daddy?
Call Me Daddy. When I fucking heard this chick talk about what the youth is doing when they sext each other now, I was like, No fucking way. There are young kids, for example, when they FaceTime each other, like they will be.
I haven't listened to this episode, so.
Dude, they're FaceTiming each other, sexting, FaceTiming, whatever, each other. And as like, it's not even foreplay, to get off, the fucking young kid will like come all over his phone whilst the chick's face is like on the actual camera. And that's like a full like bukkake level shit. This is the genius level shit these kids are fucking coming up with. I know this sounds like a bit gross, but this is like, on one side, I'm like, this kid is a pioneer.
Shout out to the girl. She doesn't have to fix her makeup and later, but like.
Dude, on one side, I'm like pioneering it because who the fuck would think to do that? And secondhand, what the fuck? Like, how? How? Why? Why are you doing this?
I mean, you're only scratching the surface with like levels of depths of stuff. But look, I give shout out to the girls there because she probably thought of that, not him.
Yeah.
She's like, I know a way around this. It's not going to mess up my makeup. It's not going to mess up my eyelashes or my hair, and I can go to work later.
But these are young kids. Like, this is like the youth coming out with these ideas, fucking pulling this shit off. I'm like, holy fuck, I was way too dumb to ever think of anything like that.
Although we had pixels.
That's true.
It wasn't exactly 4K.
Yeah, mate. You and I are from an era before the Motorola flip phone. We've got the fucking Nokia 3315s and everything going on.
Legit.
Yeah.
Legit. Oh, God. That really makes me feel old.
Yeah, but it's nice to also have someone at the same age as me on this table for once. Tony's a little youngin'. You're not actually that young, but yeah. You don't know what a Nokia 3315 is.
Difference.
It does, though. It really does. I had some chick that was like, I don't know the song You Can Do It by Ice Cube. And I looked at her. Like, she was like, what, 3-4 years younger than me? And I looked at her and I'm like, you've never heard that song before? Like, what? Yeah. So it does make a difference.
Dude, when I actually think of you, I actually think of you remember Daria? Remember growing up, Daria, the TV show?
I'm not sure.
Dude, that fucking intro song is what I think. When I hear that song, I think of you.
Is that because of my dark humor though? If anyone who follows me on social media, I have like a real is it? I can't think of the word. Self-deprecating.
To a certain degree, I know what you're saying.
Bit.
No, it's not because of social media because I don't really pay much attention to that. But just your demeanor, your funniness, your attitude, and your humor towards things. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, like if anyone does follow me, rundown, I have like a real dark. Like, I like to make fun of myself a lot on social media.
That's good.
For instance, today there was something about, like, I was definitely going to be lobotomized if I lived in the 1940s. And I'm like, I've been saying this. Like, this is me, man. Like, I'm a qualified walking lobotomy. Like, it's real dark. So I get the Daria thing.
Yeah. Every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, fuck, this is her.
Yeah. I'd love to make fun of myself and make fun of my trauma. I guess that's a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
That's why comedians are so funny.
What, they got some dark shit going on, do they? Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
In terms of the future for you, Katherine, like you said, America is one goal.
Yeah.
Where to from now? Like, are you going to stay in the cars forever? Is this something that you think you do forever?
Yeah, 100%. I'm definitely going to stay in automotive forever, even when I'm a nana.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah.
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 I hope
I'll be that little nana in a little sweats, like her sweats at the track.
I have hopeful visions one day when we're all just wrinkly and old, when we're like 60 and 70 and stuff, and we're all still going to the track, we're all still saying g'day. So many years later. After doing everything we've done and just having a fucking laugh.
You do see it in drag racing.
Yeah.
You see a lot of the people that have been around for years and you watch them progress and have families as they get older, and it's nice. It's wholesome. Wait, what was the original question?
Where do you see yourself?
Where do I see myself?
Yeah.
I'm definitely one of the people that, like, obviously I like to be diverse. So I want to go to America. I want to do Goodwood. I want to experience like a lot of international events, and I also want to try the ones that aren't well known.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I want to like dive into the cultures that aren't your typical.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, everyone goes to Japan. Yeah, I get it. Love to do that. But also, you know, I want to see what the car culture's like somewhere else that isn't known.
Do you know where car culture?
Like Thailand apparently is insane.
Taiwan
As well.
Yeah,
China.
That's where we're going next year for our first ever little international CCA thing.
Yeah, right. Like this is what I want to travel and actually do that.
You could ask him questions right now. He literally just fucking came from overseas, Taiwan, China. He knows those shows. There are you have to think about the population there. We said this before on an earlier podcast. They have cars that you've never heard of before that are massive. And there are things happening there. I mean, granted, all car parts mostly come from Taiwan. So that's where they just get made. So they get shipped out from there. But there's shit there that fucking shits all over America and Australia. Maybe to some degree Japan. But like, just, it is fucking next level. Like, I'll let you talk about it, but it would blow your fucking mind.
See, this is what I'd love to learn. So,
Like China would probably be something you could look into. It is crazy how big the shows are. So
would I be allowed in?
Yes.
You'll be the main one.
Yeah. Because they look at your eye color and stuff and be like, yes.
Okay, no, I'm only asking because, you know, I'm a wild child.
Oh,
What was it? A free spirit.
Do you know where the money is in the world?
it is.
China.
And plus, like, the scene, the car scene there and the space. Like, if you think about, we'll talk about the size first. You know, the dome, like Sydney Olympic Park?
Yeah.
Think about that times by like 8 on one floor. And they have 2 floors times that by 10 halls. Of
Massive.
just 1 week of
my
car
God.
shows.
Okay,
kilometers.
that's cool.
Like we went there, we couldn't even finish the whole show. It was that big if you wanted to go through every single alley, trade stands, and like the trade stands there aren't like a typical 3x3, 6x3, like world time attack stuff. It's like 20x20, like huge. You've got shit dangling from the roof, this, that.
Oh my God.
It's packed with people. You've got models modeling over every car. And like a lot of people that go there don't look at the car as well. Because of how the culture, the car scene, the cars, but also like the fashion stuff there, all happening at once. People
The fashion.
Fashion as well.
Because it's,
Are they looking at
multiple
the-
industries. They're smart. It's not just
Yeah.
about the car industry. It's tech, fashion, everything is
Like
happening.
it could be based around cars, but then you look at people in like race suits, outfits, like everything.
I love this. This is my vibe.
You know how there was like the fashion show, whatever, last Friday? I don't know if you pay much attention to it, but I only know this because
Are you talking about last Friday?
there was
Australian
one-
Fashion Week.
I don't know. Yeah, it happened last week or fucking whatever here in Sydney. It's
The
like,
Australian Fashion Week.
Yeah.
I was like, are you talking about Met Gala or are we talking about?
but it's like that plus cars.
I
the
love
whole
this.
models,
This-
everything.
This is what needs to happen though, because I love that. I love a true appreciation
Correct.
It is, yeah.
with my multiple outfits.
You'll kill it over there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Vibe there. Some of them just stand there, but then if you have the energy for it, it's
And that's the thing that makes me think with you. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to China to that show. You would know different to me, but like that to me, like seeing the way you behave, and I think you're the queen of what you do here. What is that like in China? What is that like in Taiwan? Are there people who are suffering the same thing, but you're out there killing it? Do you do the same thing over there, and all of a sudden you're now the face of fucking perfume brand in China? Like,
you could be.
Honestly,
The sky's
I'm
the limit.
like open for the opportunities of that kind of stuff.
you're coming to the CCA holiday next year to China.
Like, you know, who knows with me? I'm always willing to seize an opportunity when I see it. So
There's no doubt tactical things, which is why we're interested in that space for CCA. Like there's definitely a reason for it, but like the whole world of what Tony has described that's just scratching the surface. You just talked about how big it was.
You could really see it to understand. Like when old man told me about it, I was like, how much bigger could it be? It's just a car show. But when you get there, you're like, what the actual fuck? Like, I don't want to go anymore. Like, I'm tired. I just want to stay in the hotel room and get out of here.
that's saying something. Like
It
with
is,
you. Like that is saying something.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very bold statement. So.
Who was the influencer who came to World Time Attack from China? He's the dude with long hair, whatever, and I was making fun of him. No respect. I love you, brother.
from China.
There was the Chinese. Did you not see that Chinese guy who had like a whole fucking entourage around him, and he was just getting filmed doing his whole TikTok thing around cars. He was just literally just staring at cars, just doing his thing. Like,
That's one of his iconic things. He just looks at
he
cars.
looks at cars and does this.
Was it like he invited over? Or?
Yeah, no. Oh,
He was invited by a shop, not
Yeah.
by World Time Attack.
Yeah.
But his following,
was
Who
it by
is he?
Jimpang? Did Jimpang invite him? Jimpang invite him. MGRIT Motorsport.
M-Grid, yeah.
Yeah.
M-Grid Motorsports, yeah.
They invited him over, but he's just in his own right. Like, if you went on his social feed and looked at,
I think I'm like picturing him, but do I have a name?
he had long
No.
hair, he had everything. But
his club is like 187X.
him
1,087.
him and his counterpart are like, I don't know if he's the biggest thing, but he was like one of the biggest things in China motorsport. Like, he's in the middle of the stage with a microphone with fucking 10,000 cunts around him in the middle of a drift circle. Like, I know, man, it blows your fucking mind, but that's how different it is. Like, that's why I'm trying to get Tony to teach me Chinese. I'll show you a photo of him. We'll show you after this podcast.
Yeah, it'll probably
It
all
might
come back
really
to me.
And you'll be like, yeah, that's that fucking weirdo.
He throws one of the craziest
I
meets.
know, don't mock it. It's obviously
I'm
working.
not mocking him. I'm not mocking him. I'm just saying, like, for you and I, we'd see
it's
that
strange.
and we'd be like,
But we're not obviously exposed to influencer and like TikTok culture in Australia. It's very frowned upon. It's very tall poppy here still.
yeah, for sure.
Give it
Yeah.
another 2 years, like, it's changing.
Yeah, it is changing
they
slowly
catch
but
up.
surely. But yeah.
Yeah. That's our nation as a whole, though. We hot wash after everything we do. And there's a really good side to that, but there's also a real downside to that because it makes people feel down. It can go into depression. It can go into all that type of stuff. But whenever we do something great, our first immediate thing to do is a hot wash. Because you never talk about how good things, all the great things that you did, you always talk about the negatives. It's great but bad.
Yeah.
That as a nation, we do that.
Oh yeah.
That's why we need this podcast so we can tell her how great she is, how great you are,
Oh, no, it's
how
like
great you
Katherine
guys
is.
are.
Inflate everyone. I'm actually all for that. I'm very much a yes queen. Yes.
Well, you need to go out on a night drinking and just have a fucking rager.
We'll go back to Chubbs.
I do have to go to GTR Festival tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't want to sleep in the back of a GTR like someone.
Speaking of, are you excited?
Very excited. Andrew's show has come a long way. Last time I went was 2018.
Yep.
And it's already come so far. But Andrew's such a great guy. Like, I've got the utmost respect for Hawko, even though he's also like me and can talk underwater. If anyone's ever had a convo with Hawko, definitely chatterbox like me. But I have so much respect for him. He's always given me opportunities, and I'm just proud of him. I'm proud to see how far he's come.
He has no doubt developed what is today now nationally recognised as one of the go-to must-attend events of the year.
Yeah.
For cars.
And now he's cracking international.
And that's fucking major, buddy.
Yeah,
Like-
Texas.
Yeah.
Texas.
Can't wait to see.
Yeah, I'm very excited because the Texas scene in general, like LS Fest.
Yeah, like, yeah, literally what we talked about. just before.
Exactly. So Andrew taking it over to the US, and I think there's only, I think it's only GUP that's also doing like US stuff as an Australian brand of event. So seeing him do something aside from Power Cruise,
Yeah.
it's cool because like it's a different base, like it's a different market.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think attracts most people going to that event? I'm speaking like...
Are you talking about GTR?
Yeah.
It's God's car. What do you want me to say?
It's filled. It was God's motor or God's car. It was coming at some
God's
stage.
motor, yeah.
She wants that sexy R32 that she saw way back in the day. She wants it back, baby.
What colour was that 32?
If you say
Millennium
Nardo
Jade.
Grey.
I'm pretty sure it was Millennium Jade. No.
It was
No, I'm getting two cars confused.
Millennium J's 34.
Yeah, I know that. I'm getting two cars confused. It's that grey colour.
Nardo Grey.
No, that's BMW. Isn't
Audi.
Okay.
Like the ingot grey, like Liam's on.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like the one that's on our podcast.
It's like a purpley grey kind of colour.
Andrew Glowy's car is exactly. Keep talking whilst I bring this
Please
up.
find this. I'm sorry. No, I have
I'm
really
lost
bad
as well.
memory.
This
But
makes
there
me
is a
feel
Millennium
stupid.
Jade one, Millennium Jade 34 that used to hang out at the 7-Eleven.
Purple?
It's not like midnight purple or anything like that. Because that's also a 34 color, isn't it? Not?
Yeah.
No, it's like a
Like, you gotta get this up.
So it's not that.
no.
No?
It's definitely like a grey purple.
Grey purple, grey purple, grey purple.
I'm going to have to edit this in and just bring it up on
Sorry.
Saturday.
Oh, we're gonna cut this bit out.
You just completely cut it out.
No, we don't have to cut anything.
No, 'cause
you've
my
said,
mind-
I'm
you've
looking
said
it
the
up.
colour. I can bring it up. We'll have it up there whilst we're trying to fucking
Okay.
figure this out.
I'm trying to figure it out in my brain because we're talking like, okay, like, how old was I? 16. How old am I? Oh
is it
my
like a-
God. 16 years ago.
Oh, shit.
Ew.
Brother,
Not this one, is it? No.
No.
No, that's Liam's great.
I thought it was
okay. For everyone listening, we'll
I don't know if he, like,
We'll push
someone's
past
probably
it.
wrapped it around a pole or something.
yeah. Listen, 32 GTR.
It's not a stock color.
Oh. Oh, okay.
No.
What's shitting me is if these motherfuckers have already found
kind
it.
of,
Yeah.
it was based off, I can't.
No, I thought it was a stock colour. Like,
No, it's not
No.
a stock car. But it's like a key car. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't be tapping.
That's okay.
It's a key car. Like
You're excited.
It's a car that was in the scene. Like
Yep.
it was.
the 32. The OG got
There's a guy in Victoria, I'm thinking in my mind, who's actually got it. The colour that you're speaking of right now, it just came to me just now. I've seen it. So it is actually the car. That whole scene in that festival, that GTR.
Wait. Sorry.
Bring it.
I disassociated.
Bringing it back in now. That scene, like these cars right here,
Meow.
and the 32, like is that enough for you just to be like, I'm fucking going, I fucking love this event, I love these cars, and that's what you are most excited to see? Or is it just purely business and you're like, I'm here to work?
No, I was going leisurely anyway.
Yeah.
And then PRP I reached out to because they were looking for someone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, hello.
Those two boys are fucking hustlers for BRP.
Well, I did reach out initially back in January to work. I was like really interested in working with them specifically.
Yep.
Because I met them like officially at World Time Attack last year and liked their vibe, had fun. And I was like, yep, I want to work with you guys.
Yep.
Because I don't want to work with people who are too serious.
Fuck, they aren't. But I tell you what, they're serious about making money and some fucking power moves and cars.
But they're not fun.
What do you
They're
mean?
not- Like, they're not fun to work for. It's
Yeah, but I feel like if you've got your free range just to be at the event and go do your own thing, they just want you to be there. Because as far as I'm aware, they're just at every single event.
who?
PRP.
Oh, no, PRP are fun. I was just like saying they're like a fun group of guys.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not like working with like a really boring crowd.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because working with like a corporate I won't get hired.
You sure? Sanitarium isn't Jesus isn't looking for some work from you? No?
Maybe.
Jesus, not a fan of mine.
Weet-Bix isn't giving you a little sponsorship?
I wish they did because I actually eat that for breakfast.
My girlfriend works for Weet-Bix. So.
Tell her to send me some.
And this episode is brought to you by Weet-Bix. No.
Weet-Bix, Red Bull.
Yeah.
Weet-Bix, Red Bull,
Red Bull I'm happy to make happen.
coffee. Wait, who with?
Red Bull.
No, like who?
What do you mean who?
Not just like Red Bull, like the person.
Oh. Well, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I'm talking about it now.
Just okay. I have contacts that way too, but I don't do anything of substance yet to get the sweet deal.
I think you have so much substance
Yeah, but not Red Bull. Not Red Bull caliber. I'm not jumping off cliffs or anything.
True. But next minute, we're also going to see you as the Red Bull girl of like, what's the sports flying plane competition that they do?
The bike stuff that they try to fly across the river.
No. That's funny. That is funny. The actual like mini, like the aeroplanes that they fly, like the sports planes where they go through the rings across London.
We've got some plane signals here.
It's like this and this. Hayden, yell it.
I don't know.
So much suspense.
But that would be fucking epic. You're in England, fucking repping that. You're the Red Bull girl of that fucking sports fighting plane thing.
Actually, what is up with that? Red Bull don't do girls. Monster Energy do.
They did once upon a time, didn't they? Maybe they stopped.
Well, they don't do them
Yeah,
anymore.
they just give out Red Bull at events. Then they just
No, but like it's not like like Monster Energy girls.
They pay-
is
they
like
have-
it's like a
Yeah.
queen status like promo gig.
Is it?
Fuck yeah.
Is it?
Look at
You tell me. I don't fucking know.
Look at the outfit. Okay, if you're not familiar with like the Monster Energy girls, like their outfits are like top tier. Like they're always. Why is my phone on loud?
Don't worry.
Okay. The Monster Energy girls, like their outfits are top tier. They change every event. They're at like the bull riding and the motocross, and they're here, there, and everywhere, and they always looked so stunning. And what other energy drinks are doing that? Like this is like an international thing. Like the US Monster Energy girls, the Australian Monster Energy girls.
I didn't realize that it was top tier status, but if you're saying, I believe
It's the
you.
dream gig, man.
I didn't know.
Like, look at it's the fashion for me, like the outfits. I'm like, oh, they've got like a cute little corset with like some bows and a skirt and nice boots, and it's always like consistently changing. They're always changing up the look. It's not like the same uniform. It's awesome. Love that. I've been doing some uniform designing myself, so
Just saying.
because I'm sick of seeing the same lycra.
Yeah. Okay, yep. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, so like the infamous Drift Bunny outfit. So May and I kind of May had the general idea, and I kind of put my little bit in. And this year we're designing something again. We're changing up the outfit.
Well, fuck me, Deb. What if you? This is a stretch, but what if those designs made you actually design the Monster Energy drink girl?
That'd be cool too.
There you go. That's a fucking job.
See, I would love to do that. I have no experience in fashion or design or sewing for that matter. But when I have an idea, I'm like the lady of contacts. I'm like, I know a seamstress. I know like a material printing place. Look for a lack of a better term.
Well, Monster, I hope you're listening.
Yeah.
She's right here.
I've got really creative ideas. I'm just a creative girl. And this is why I want my phone turned on silent, because it never shuts up.
It's all good. Dan, what time are we on?
1:32.
Fuck me, Dad. We make these podcasts go for fucking ever.
I feel like we've talked a lot of shit.
That's the idea of the show.
There was no tangent. No tangent? No.
You okay? I didn't realize I was speaking to Dan.
I was about to say that. Dan's going into
I'm
play.
having a seizure. A stroke.
No shade, Dan.
There's heaps of tangent. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
It's past my bedtime.
Yeah,
Nah,
fair.
I'm kidding.
No, mate. Honestly, it's been an actual delight having you on the show. I am a huge fan. I know Tony is. I know everyone is in this room as well. I hope genuinely we continue to watch you grow. And
Just like sink it in my seat. Can't take a compliment.
yeah. Just say thank you.
Thank you.
No, man.
ASMR? Thank you.
No, man, really, like, I think what you do and what you stand for on and off platform, like, you're the girl. Like, you are it. And I think whether you know that or not, like, you push the absolute correct message. And I think you do inspire a lot of people, both men and women, to strive for what they believe in and what they should do. And you've spoken about it today on this podcast, man. So I hope you continue to do so. But at the same time, I can't help and wait to watch you grow over the next few years, and I hope you achieve exactly what you want, be it in America or coming to us with China next year. So
I mean, I'm down for trips. I love a spontaneous trip. So.
yeah. Where can people find you if they want to find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Katherine Lamaree. So Katherine Lam for Mary EREE. I have to put the M for Mary, and like everyone understands that with a long last name. You have to really emphasize it. And then also under my little alter ego, Conceitedkitty. So it's actually an old scene kid name.
Scene kid.
You know, like the MySpace days, and you had like
Fuck yeah, I do.
Molly Murder.
Yeah.
Conceitedkitty. And it just stuck, and I've just used it ever since, and it's always like an available username.
Dude, that's a fucking
the way to go.
MSN name right there.
Literally. But yeah, you can find me there, and I've got like a whole link tree with all sorts of goodies.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And what's next for you, man? What can people expect to see you at in terms of events this year? Like, you've obviously got GTR Festival. Unfortunately, by the time this podcast comes out, GTR Festival will have already happened.
Yeah.
But that's fine. But like, what other events are you going to come to? No doubt World Time Attack for sure, right?
Yeah. So I've actually locked in a really cool deal. So I'm working with Drift Outlaws
Mad.
and Zoo Performance.
Cool.
So I'm working with them and going to broaden the horizons there.
Get free drifting lessons.
I mean, I've got all the right contacts there. It's just me, time, and car. Yeah.
You can do it.
It's time. I need like a clone, to be honest. Oh my God, my ADHD is killing me.
You're going to do that? What other event are you going to do?
So I am doing World Time Attack. I am aiming to go over to the USA with GTR Festival in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you will expect to see a sneaky feature of me on Luxifer's YouTube channel.
Mad. Okay.
Yeah, we did a really cool shoot.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I don't want to give away too much because I don't know how much he's given, like, teased about it, but it was a fun day.
I'll try line it up by the time this podcast comes out. I will research and try and work that in there somewhere. But yeah,
I'll be like, hey, Kyle, release the video already, man, because that was so much fun. But yeah, you'll also see me on YouTube a fair bit, like featuring in different things.
Yeah.
So I'm aiming to diversify myself.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I got a few opportunities for you because with Car Culture Australia, it's a YouTube media business at first. Like, that's who we are at heart, and we've got a bunch of wild ideas, as you heard me talk at dinner.
That sounded like fun.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm always up for like wild-ish stuff like that.
I'm glad you fucking said that because the opportunity is extended to you, and I want you to be a part of some of those videos. And I don't care if it's us coming up to QLD or you're coming down here or we're just so happen to be all in WA or in America. I don't fucking care.
Let's just do some wild shit.
Let's do some fucking wild shit, and I'd love to have you a part of that. I'd love to have you get a wrench in your hand, see what you can do.
Yay.
Hit Tony in the head.
Throw the keys on the drift class field.
I can do a few things, but I'm no mechanic. I will say that, and I will openly admit that.
Yeah, same. I'm still here fucking it up. But honestly, man, we've got some wild shit and I would love for you to be a part of that. So that the opportunity and the ability to be there.
Hell yeah.
Invitation is
Hell
open.
yeah. I mean, I'm always open for fun opportunities. So
Cool.
it's something that is a part of my attitude and a part of my personality. I'm always up for dumb shit.
I love it. Another wild one to the group.
Yeah. Also, where else will you see me? Speaking of dumb wild shit, Sexpo, Sydney.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to that show once. It was interesting.
Always go at night. Big hint, go at night. They have like a really, I don't know when you went, but they've changed a lot. So they went into like a new ownership and changed. Mm-hmm. And there's some really cool shit now.
I went a few years ago.
Yeah, that was probably in the back end of it.
And I remember walking into not an amphitheater, but I walked into like almost like a corner of a room. Like it's all like open space, but I walked into this corner and there's like a whole bunch of people sitting in a circle, and then there's just this one chick just riding this fucking machine.
Was it like the mechanical?
Yeah, but like on the floor. Like it was on the floor. It's like one of those little fucking dildo machine things where it's like a little half barrel black thing, but there was
like
something.
no, we shouldn't go there because he's gonna die. I thought you meant like the bucking bull, like they do like have an amusement ride, but it's like a bucking bull, but not quite though.
Mate, we're not talking about Wonderland. We're fucking talking about Sexpo.
That's what they had there.
I don't know. We should keep going on this topic.
Anyway,
Tangent.
Yes. It's changed.
It's changed.
It's
okay.
changed. It's not like that.
Yeah, it
I
was.
don't know what you were going to there for.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going there.
I can tell you what, I was only there for a few hours and I feel like I wasn't even meant to be there. So, yeah.
No, Saturday night they have a thing, I think last year it was called Babylon, and it's like a full like dance performance with like artistic and interpretive dance and lighting and fire twirling, and it was really cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So under new ownership, and Saturday night's probably the best night.
Yeah.
Because it's open until midnight.
Yeah. As it should be.
Yeah.
It's Sexpo.
Sexpo.
Yeah.
I'm just
Evening
saying, broaden your horizons, check it out.
Yeah. You love car shows. Go do something.
Go do something different.
Why are we looking at me?
Just sitting here in the judgy corner. No, but
Well, she's not looking at me. She clearly knows that I'm going to that shit.
After the shit he was talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, this guy's fucked. Tony, do you need to broaden your horizons?
Well, you're like, kids listen.
Yeah, but they're hopefully asleep by now. They don't understand
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Okay. Well, that's why I said mechanical bull. But anyway.
On that note, should we wrap it up?
Yes.
Yeah, Tony, you can call us out.
Thank you everyone for watching and making it until the end again of another podcast. Thank you, Katherine, for coming down,
Thank you.
jumping on this podcast, chatting a yarn with us. It's been a wonderful time. If anyone wants to follow us, we're on all the social platforms, Car Culture Australia. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Give us a review, chuck in some questions. And then without further ado,
That's all she wrote. That's it. Thank you,
that's
Katherine.
it. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.